It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Keep it in the air. Here, pressure gets there, and down he goes. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Tyler Scott deep to return this one. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll have a Commanders first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll give it to Eckler on the option. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught. He is in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Commanders.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Commanders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Swift. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
They'll run. It's Swift. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jamin Davis there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass is caught, that's DJ Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy play.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Give up the middle with Swift. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
He slams it in there, and he is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Chris Rodriguez. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. The open receiver is Dotson. Good work there to get this back close to a 1st down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up.
So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we get you down to Florida. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. Second and a yard. Off play action. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the bootleg, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On the option, it's Swift. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long. Now Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll get about 5. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing is Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Bears send out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. So, points at a free. They don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And it's going to be a Commander's first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, a handoff to Eckler. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. He's got his team a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He finds De'Ami Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run it once more with Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Eckler. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll try and run. It's Eckler. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's pinned. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead It is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throwing again, Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Throw it again. It's Williams. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Victory formation here. as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.